welcome to A Cup of Conversation on BRT2 TV. My name is Jan Ghazi, and I'm really happy today. I've got an old friend in the studio. She is a great singer, a great entertainer, and if you are on Facebook, on social media, then I'm sure you'll recognise Pinks. She's my guest on the programme on A Cup of Conversation. So first of all, welcome back. It's been many, many years since you were last here at BRT.
Yeah.
But thank you for saying yes and coming in today to our programmes.
You're welcome. It's always nice being here. It's always a pleasure.
It's great to see you. I mean, you're such a lovely personality, lovely person, bubbly. Okay, I'm going to make your head swell now. And it's great to have you back. I remember when we first met years and years ago, you were singing again.
Yeah.
And you have a great voice. Then it sort of went into acting for a while. You're busy. I know that you've been teaching as well.
Yeah.
But recently, very recently, you're back on the scene, out there in the TRNC circuit, singing again.
Yeah, I am.
For those who don't know about you, let's find out more about you, Pinks. Now, your real name is Pembergun.
Yes.
That's why it's Pinks.
Yep.
Great name, lovely name. You were born in the UK, another Londoner's like me.
Yep, when I was in London.
And you came to Cyprus how many years ago?
15 years ago.
15 years?
15 years, yeah.
So well, I'm not going to ask you how old you are now, otherwise people can work out how old you are now. But did you go to school here?
I studied here. I graduated. I got my degree out here for teaching. And the plan was to go back. But obviously, once I graduated, I loved it so much I stayed here, and I've been here ever since.
I have to ask you, I mean, why? I mean, people might be saying, you're crazy, with this talent, with your energy, isn't Cyprus too small for you?
To be honest, before it felt like a glass ceiling, you know, once you get to a certain stage, but I actually love it out here. I love it out here. The people are more warm, you get more of a friendly, positive feedback. Obviously, for people that live here, you know, why we prefer it out here anyway, and it's so much easier to be singing out here because you don't have to travel as much, whereas in England you've got lots of, you know, you've got to travel a lot of places, a lot of distance. But as I said, it's a smaller community, but everybody's so friendly and so supportive, and I have people that come to my shows and it's the same people, and it's really humbling, but you know, it's like, oh my God, you came out to come and see me, you know. So I don't know. You like it? I prefer it here.
You prefer it here?
Yes.
Your mum's a teacher, your sister's a teacher, you went into teaching, but your heart is really in entertainment, isn't it?
Yes.
And not only are you a singer, but I know that you're an actress.
Yes.
And the last time I think we met physically was when you were where we were at the premiere of your last film, Dr. Dilara, which was directed by Tamer Garib, who I interviewed not long after the film came out. And you got your finger in many pies, as they say. You know,
I've been like that since I was young. I've always, as long as it's in front of a camera and I'm entertaining and I have an audience, I want to do it. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to go. There was a program called Your Shout. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. It's where a member of the public has an opinion or something to say.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have anything to say. I was 13 years old, but I thought, how can I get onto this program? I had braces at the time. And I thought, there we go, perfect. I want to explain what life is like, you know, for a teenager that wears braces. So it's just always trying to get in front of the camera, entertaining people at weddings, family gatherings, how I could get in front of, you know, an audience. And entertain people. So
and I know that you like
singing, perfect.
Well, singing is perfect the way to get in front of an audience. And I know that you like being in front of a crowd and getting the feedback, the one-to-one interaction with the crowd. I remember one of your songs that was actually put onto our radio station at Brighton National many years ago. You did it with a colleague of ours, Zeki Ali.
Yeah.
And I think that's the first time I think I heard your voice was on that Safe Sex single, which was really, really big single at the time. Went worldwide in English, Turkish and Greek.
Yeah.
I know that it was all to do with World AIDS Day, the 1st of December.
Yes.
But when did you first start singing when did you realise that you had a talent for singing?
When I was 2.
Really, that young?
It was standing in front of the mirror with the hairbrush.
The classic.
I just, you know, I wanted people to listen to me. I wanted everyone's attention, you know, listen to me. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But it was when I was 2, and then I entered myself into a talent competition when I was 6, 7 years old, and I won. And because I won, that was it. I got the bug. And I was like, I either need to be acting or singing or just doing something. And I enjoy people making people laugh as well. I mean, I can laugh at myself, but I enjoy entertaining others. I don't take myself too seriously. I mean, I do sing, but when it's on stage, I have interaction with the audience. You know, I like having little chats with the crowd and telling them funny stories about myself. And, you know, I like socialising. I like people.
I think you're very aware of people, of places, of what's going on, because we're going to talk about that later on, but I know that on Snapchat, you make some great videos, and you've got some mixed reactions. We'll talk about that in a while, but you are very aware, you know about the culture, and I actually think that a lot of people appreciate that, because you say a lot of things that people think. You're brave enough to actually go out there and you know, have a bit of fun, tongue-in-cheek. You're not taking the mick out of anyone, but you're taking the mick out of yourself, or you're just bringing, you know, a light side.
I mean, the thing is, when I first moved out here, I remember a lot of the Cypriots, they laugh at us Londoners, you know, when I was in London, put your babuchis on annem, because that's how we are. And then when I do things like that, it's not just, I'm laughing at myself, I'm laughing at, I think I've been here long enough. I mean, I'm Cypriot, so I can laugh at the Cypriot culture. I can laugh at people that have come from London to Cyprus. And I think that's why people get it, because I've been here, I've experienced it. And, you know, I decided to do videos about it. I'm not trying to offend anybody. It's just, it's meant to be humour. OK, we'll go back to that in a while, because I want to mention a few things about that. But in the meantime, let's go back to singing. So there you were as a young girl growing up, and you were entering competitions. You won a couple of things. You did well. You know. So, I mean, a lot of kids hold a lot of girls have that hairbrush in front of the mirror and sing their favourite songs. But you actually have a great voice. I mean, when did you realise that it was more than just, you know, singing along to your favourite song, but you actually had a talent? Because I don't think you've actually been professionally trained, have you, in singing? That's a huge regret for me. I wish I had music at school. I hated.
Really?
Because, you'd imagine I would have loved music. I really disliked it because it wasn't, I wanted to just stand up in front of everybody and sing, but it wasn't like that. It was, you have to learn notes, you have to, and I mean, I've got an ear for music, but I can't play an instrument. I can't read any notes whatsoever. So music for me, it was a bit of a...
It wasn't a good thing for you at school.
It was a struggle.
It wasn't your favourite subject in school.
No, it was not.
But so you haven't had any formal training, but you have a God-given talent, a great voice. And I know that you've entered a couple of formal competitions in the UK. And I know we've got all these like X Factors and you know, The Voice and Pop Idol. You actually entered, didn't you?
I entered X Factor in 2007. It's not the way we see it. No, it's not. You have to fill in a 20-page questionnaire once you've gone for your interview. You have about 4 or 5 interviews in front of the producers and auditions. And they say certain things where to get a reaction. It's more of a reality show if you've got an interesting background, which with me, my background wasn't that interesting, you know. But there was a lady who entered the competition. She went to camp. She didn't have the voice, but she had a great story. Her husband said to her, if you enter this competition, I will divorce you. And that got great viewings. And everybody was like, you know, she's the underdog, let's support her, but the voice wasn't there. But it's not, I mean, X Factor, to be honest, it's not an actual competition about talent. It's more about that person, how they look, and where they're coming from. The
ratings, what the public want to see.
Yes, basically.
It isn't about having the best voice in the whole competition, which is a shame, actually.
It is a shame, but when we watch things like that, we want to see the person that comes in who sounds awful, but they're so confident. We want to laugh at people like that. There was one where he was in front of me. He came with a plastic bag, a little Sainsbury's bag, and the guys had called him, and I said, oh, if you want, leave your bag with me and go in with your audition. And the producer's like, no, he has to go in with the bag, because obviously he has to look like he's a bit crazy. He's gone in with a shopping bag for an audition with his passport. And when they said, why did you come in with your passport? Well, you might send me off somewhere. I might be flying to camp. You know, so they want that humour side to it, where we laugh at people.
The crazy side.
The crazy side, and it makes good viewings. It's entertainment.
But reality TV is all staged. I mean, I know that. I mean, I've interviewed a couple of people who were. I'm sure you know Ali Kosev from the
I was
UK.
in the band with Ali Kosev.
Yeah, Ali Kosev from London. He's another, and he entered the Turkish version of The Voice.
Yeah.
And so I know that it is all about, you know, not just the appearance or the voice, but having a story, connecting with the public. But it was all good experience for you. I'm sure that you all learned.
It was, and
from
I made a few really good friends that I'm still in touch with today.
Excellent.
Because you get to see different sides of how that industry works.
Yeah.
You know, so
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So now when I can't watch those programs anymore because I know that person is not talking to anybody. There's no one there. You know.
Do you think that they know who's going to win before it's even started?
That's all planned. They already know. They choose the. I mean, when they did, was it One Direction? When they were solo artists, and then they put them in as a band.
Yeah.
They're young boys. They're handsome. They're good looking. Young girls are going to go crazy. They're the ones that vote.
Yeah.
You know, so they already know who's pulling in the ratings.
Yeah.
And they go onto their social media to see how popular they are. They see if there's anything that they don't want coming out of the woodwork later on. You know, whoever's not squeaky clean, they're going to they want people like that. That makes great television. And then when it's published in the newspapers, oh, shock horror, this person was caught with, they did that or they did this. Everyone wants to know about it, and then they're going to watch the programme.
It's all very interesting, and I'm sure that you deserve to get further than you did. I know that you have a really good voice. Let's hear your voice now. We're going to hear it a couple of times on the programme. So I love this application. I love the fact that we can now on our phones.
Everything is on
everything
here.
is there. So I'm sure you practice at home on this all the time, probably hearing your voice, but. You've got a great selection of music. I know that you're a bit of old school.
Yes.
You like the new stuff. You've got a bit of rock, bit of R&B, soul.
Bit of soul, yeah.
What we're going to start off with now? What should we hear first from you?
Let's see.
What would you like? What are you in the mood for at the moment at the beginning of this interview that we are doing?
Let's do. You know, I'm no good. A bit of Amy Winehouse.
Yes, we all are. The late great Amy Winehouse. Gone too soon.
Yeah.
At the age of 27, a very, very suspicious age for singers. But
I know, right?
Yeah, a lot of people died at 27.
I know.
So
that's like the 27 curse.
Yeah, 27 curse, but she died at 27, too young. I love Amy Winehouse, and you've got that soulful voice as well. So, do you particularly like, I'm not good? Is that your character? Do you think? Are you saying something to the men out there? I'm no good. But no, she's a lovely lady. She's a good lady. But Pinky or Pinks, take it away, please.
Okay. Meet you downstairs in the bar, I'd heard. See, this is when you do it live. I've come in too soon. Hold on, should we take that again?
Yeah, why not? Let's do
that again.
Let's do that again. Right. We'll hear your voice again. This is live in the studio of BRTK, and we're going to tell you that if you want to hear Pinky, she's going to be at some certain locations later on, so stay tuned to the interview.
Downstairs in the bar at her, your rolled up sleeves and your skull t-shirt. You said, what did you do with him today? And sniffed me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my head kick, my guy. Hand me your FS and fly. By the time I'm out the door, you tear me down like Roger Moore. I cheated myself, like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know I'm no good. Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in the place, but I can't get joy. Thinking of you and the final throws. This is where my buzzer goes. Run out. out to meet your chips and bitter. You say when we're every, cause you're not bitter. There'll be none of him no more. I cry for you on the mudflap floor. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. Yeah, you know I'm no good. I wish I could play guitar at this bit. Da, da, da. Sweet reunion, Jamaica and Spain. This is like we were again. I'm in the tub, you on the seat. Lick your lips as I soak my feet. Then you notice little carpet burns. My stomach drops and my guts churn. You struck and it's the worst. Who truly stuck the bitch up in first? I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. Yeah, you know I'm no good. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. Yeah, you know I'm no good. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Find it really hard to sit in my seat right now.
You should be up and walking around the studio.
Yeah, like grooving. Da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Just fade that out.
Very good. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
that first song. We're going to hear from Pinky again later on in the programme, but I am with Pinks, and she is a guest on my programme today, a wonderful, wonderful singer, entertainer now in the TRNC. We'll find out more about where she'll be in the near future if you want to catch her live at a location here in North Cyprus. In that, if you notice, or I'm sure our listeners, viewers notice, a few Turkish words in there.
Yes.
Mutfak, pide, efes, bıçak,
yeah.
erkek.
I thought I would put a Turkish lesson in there, a free Turkish lesson. You're welcome.
Turkish lesson. Which
It's more
reminds me-
entertaining though, isn't it?
It
When
is
you sort of
entertaining.
change the words around as well.
Turkish lesson reminds me now of that Snapchat video that you had on, I saw it on Facebook,
Oh,
or
yeah,
on
yeah.
Facebook, where, and I think this has got thousands,
It blew up,
went viral. It went viral, thousands of hits. I mean, I've been, you know, obviously as we're friends on Facebook, I can see what's coming up, and
Yeah.
you know, I've seen some of your comedy. I mean, things about baydams that you do, and you got, you know, you make your little videos,
Yeah.
you put them together, and fantastic, really spot on observations about culture here.
Yeah.
Obviously from a women's perspective, about the girls and, you know, how they really looked at each other and
Yes,
they're sitting,
yes.
you know, and we
They
aren't you
stare
married
at you
yet?
like you've walked into their living room
Yeah.
and things like that.
And you're
yeah.
not married yet, Pinks, you're not married yet, whatever. But the one that the Turkish lesson was really funny, Sprite or Sterling.
I was at a restaurant when I heard the lady in front of me say Sprite, and I thought, when did Sprite become Sprite?
Yeah.
And then I've realised like there's a lot of words in our language that we've just put an I in between. Sterling. When did it become that? So I thought, oh, there's a good idea for a video, and it went crazy.
It was really funny, really good, but it did go crazy. And people that you didn't know from around the
I
world
got
were...
so much support, so many lovely messages. I got people asking for me to advertise their products. I'll send you this, I'll send you that. And I was like, whoa, it just went crazy. I did get a few death threats. I got someone
surprised.
threatening to take me to court. It just-
Caught?
To
For
court.
Why? What did you...
Because
you
I
didn't say-
offended, I was taking the mickey out of the Turkish language. We're just laughing at ourselves.
But we are Turkish.
And I laughed. I did segments where how us Londoners come from London to Cyprus in all their new garments, and they've got all their jewellery on, and they go into the sea on their telephones, taking, you know, so it's like, I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just seeing what I say, like what I see, I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
It's meant to be tongue-in-cheek, it's meant to be funny.
It is funny. I can't believe that people are taking seriously death threats or suing you.
And I was like, really? I said, why are you so... He was like, how dare you? You're a traitor. And I just thought, okay, you know.
All these trolls on the internet, but I mean, it's really bad. But I have to say that, you know, those who follow you, and you must follow. We're going to tell everyone your Facebook names, how they can find you later on. But it really is funny, and I think you should keep them coming in. I think the more that you do, the more, because as a London Cypriot myself, I'm sure that, and there are lots of London Cypriots.
There are.
And even just Cypriots, I mean, everyone can relate to that now, the Londoners.
Yes.
Or even the culture of, you know, bidums or whatever. And even when you're driving, and, you know, you're doing, when you're driving, and look, what's this stick here by the wheel?
Because nobody uses an indicator here, they don't use it. So I'm sure they're like, you know, what is it? You know, things like that.
So those who live in Cyprus and know about the Cypriot culture
but
know.
also the ones that moved out as well. There was a lot of positive feedback from Australia.
Wow.
And I've met so many lovely people, and a few of them actually come on holiday, and I've met up with them just from a video, which is so nice.
Fantastic. So you're getting a big following.
Yes. The thing is, I was at this beach party the other day. It was so nice. It was a couple of young girls, and they were like, oh my God. But you know, when you look behind you, thinking, who have they seen? The reaction. You're the girl in the video, and I was like, okay, cool. But it was nice. It was very sweet. But I was like, I made somebody laugh.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that, being able to make someone laugh or brighten up their day.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice.
It is good. It is
so
good.
it's a good feeling for me.
Speaking of acting, we mentioned earlier on that you were in a film, and Dr. Dilara with Tamer Garib.
Yeah.
That was a really good film, where you actually played more or less yourself, didn't you? You were given the chance to be Pink. You were speaking both English and Turkish.
Yes.
Acting. So how did you get into acting then? I mean, okay, singing you can, you know, do yourself at home, but...
I actually always wanted to act. My dad's an actor, and I wanted to follow in his footsteps. This was by chance that I got this role in the first film, in Codename Venus. The lady didn't turn up to filming, and the casting agent rang me, and he said, if you can come to location within 10 minutes, learn the script, you've got the job. And I was like, oh my God, challenge, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Went down, learnt we shot the scene, worked out really well. You know, I had to be very angry, and I'm good at that. So I've got a lot of practice with the road rage. And then they wrote some more scenes in for me for that character. And I was like, oh my God, I love it.
So he liked you so much in Codename Venus.
Yes.
He gave you more...
he gave me more scenes.
Well, scenes.
And then he cast me in the second film as well. And I was like, oh my God, brilliant.
He's a good guy, is Tamer Garib. So that must have been... What's it like filming, being on a set like that here in North Cyprus?
It's really... I really loved it.
Is it like how you expected it to be? Or is it, again, not sort of like, you know...
No, there's a lot more waiting around.
Yeah, we always hear that.
Obviously, there's things which we don't consider lighting. That has to be perfect. We try and film, and then the prayers would start on the mosque, so you have to stop, or you just go through a long monologue for about 10 minutes, got right to the end, and then a car horn would... And it's like, oh, God, so here we go again. And you have to take 2 and take 3. Or... There was a really difficult scene, which was a wedding scene. The more people you have involved, the more difficult it is, because the camera's here. That's rule number 1, don't ever look at the camera.
Yeah.
And you've got this guy walking, and everyone's done a really good scene. At the end, he's just looked straight into the camera, and it's like, what are you doing? So you have to take it again. Or somebody messes up their lines, or somebody trips up, and it was a long day.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it, loved it, really enjoyed it.
So would you like to be in more films then?
I would love to be in more films. And as I was saying earlier, I would love to be cast as a bad. I'd like to be a villain. Because I find that more challenging. It's easy to show up and, you know, have a really fun, bubbly character. I would want to be a villain, where people would love to hate me. I'd love to do that. That seems more of a challenge.
Well, one day you might be cast as the villain in a
I
film.
would love that.
Speaking of your father, just in case people missed that bit, he's in the UK, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he was in
He was in The Bill. He was in EastEnders.
What's his name?
Shefki.
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 Okay, so we have to look out for, is it Shefki Bayram?
Shefki Bayram.
Okay,
And
so-
he was also cast as the villain in all the things that he was in.
So you're taking after your dad then?
I am
in
taking
that
after my
respect?
dad. And when I saw the credits at the end on the film, that was it for me. I was like, yes. And then when we went to see the premiere for the other films, seeing your name at the end, that's, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's
Didn't you
lovely.
also go to Cannes?
Yes, we went to Cannes for the film festival.
Yeah, what was that like?
It was an experience. I wouldn't go again. I
I'm
wouldn't go
surprised.
again.
Red carpet
found
treatment?
It was lovely, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I remember everyone had these amazing gowns and shoes and people interviewing them. Who are you wearing? What are you wearing? And I remember this this lady stopped to interview me. Who are you wearing? And I was like, Primark. She was like, how much is your dress? £10. How about your shoes? £10. I thought, this isn't really for me, you know?
Yeah.
But I found it very superficial. Very. But it was an experience. I'm glad I went. It was
Yeah.
lovely. But I think once you've been,
Been there, done that.
yeah, there's
Enough.
no point in going
Next.
a second
Oscars
time.
next, Hollywood.
There you go.
That's where we want to go. Tamir Garibi, if you're watching, we want Pinky to be in Hollywood soon.
As a villain, please.
As a villain, as a villain. I know that he said that he's casting for a new film. He said to me when we interviewed, when we had the interview earlier on, a few months back, that he wants to do a femme fatale. I know he's really into strong women characters.
Yes.
So maybe in the new film maybe you could be the best friend of the femme, or maybe even the femme fatale. Who knows?
Yeah.
Don't give away anything there. I know that there were some trade secrets. But so singing and film keeping you busy at the moment,
Yes.
and with all the internet stuff as well that you're doing online.
Yes.
You're a certainly busy lady, even though you've got 2 young sons, you've got twin boys.
Yep, it's very
Being a mum.
difficult, but it's better being busy than just, sitting at home twiddling your thumbs.
And you
I
are
enjoy
certainly
it.
busy, because I know that you are now. I see you more and more getting gigs
Yeah.
at local restaurants and bars.
Yes.
I'm not mentioning a few names, but I know that you were at the Lodge,
Mm-hmm.
Soy's Bar, great locations.
Yeah.
What's it like to be back out there singing in public?
It's lovely. I love it.
Yeah?
I mean, you know that I've done studio work as well. I prefer being out there on stage with a crowd, with an audience. Then you start a song when everyone knows it and they start singing along to it, clapping, or it's like, come on, get up, and then you've got the crowd dancing. I love it. I like interacting with the crowd. I actually prefer doing. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying it right now, and I'm doing. I've got different venues coming up and things like that. So I'm really happy at the moment.
Fantastic, which means I think it's time now for another song to hear this lovely lady, because if you have missed her, if you haven't already gone to see Pink at any location, please do go along. As you can see, she's a beautiful lady with a great voice. And so what's our next track coming up?
Let's do "Killing Me Softly."
A favourite of mine.
Yeah, is
Are we
it?
doing, no, wait, there's 2 versions now that we know. There's the old, obviously, Roberta Flack version, but are we doing the...
This one's the Fugees.
The
One
Fugees.
time, 2 time.
Okay, 1 time, 2 times. So this is the 90s version of Killing Me Softly
Yes.
by Pinks, here in the studios of BRTK.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this into my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words. Sometimes killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt a flush with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one aloud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Oh, oh, la 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 la, oh, la, oh, la la, strumming my pain, yeah, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Fantastic. What a beautiful voice you have, Pinks.
you.
And thanks for sharing that with us here on the programme
You're welcome.
on BRT TV. I mean, you have a talent. I know that you've probably given up many opportunities to maybe, I don't know, stay in the UK or go to Turkey. I know that you've also entered a couple of Turkish competitions, which didn't go exactly quite to plan.
They did not go well.
We don't want to go back down that alley. I know that you've mentioned this on the radio with Denise on the main event. But I mean, you had chances, but you love Cyprus. You love being here.
Yes.
And now you're out there with the Cyprus public. So it's actually quite a cutthroat business out there now because there are so many different entertainers and singers.
Yeah.
But you've got this a unique style. And I have to say, you're probably younger than most of the people who are on the circuit. No disrespect to the other people singing.
Oh, great.
You're one of the younger performers out there. So what's it like then when you're out there singing to the crowd? Have you got a groupie now? Have you got a group of people who are following you?
I do. Where was it? When I first, it was at Soys when I first started getting into recently back into the singing, and it was just, there was a lot of advertising on Facebook, and it was like people were having their own little conversations amongst themselves, like, oh, this seemed, really good, let's go. And all those people actually turned up for that event, and I was like, oh my God, wow. And then it's like they're on my page and they follow me and, when my next event's gonna be, and they've showed up to every single event. And for me, that's like, wow, you don't have to support me, but for someone to actually make an effort and come out and support me, that's amazing. Like for me, I'm just, that's like the biggest compliment you can get.
Very good. The best thing ever.
For someone to
people
enjoy what you do,
Yeah.
and they just keep coming back. That's amazing.
They want more. They want more Pink.
Yeah.
What's your style? Because I know that looking at your, you've got a great repertoire, and we've got a bit of old school R&B, pop, rock. When we go to your show, what do we expect? What's your typical set like? Is it a mixture of everything?
A mix of everything, because you get some people that aren't very fond of soft rock or that don't like the oldies. So I try and mix it all in there. You've got slow ones, you've got fast ones, because at the end of the day, when you go out for a night out, you want to enjoy yourself. So you've got the slow ones, but then you've got the ones where you're going to get up and dance. You've got, it's just a big mix of everything. And I'll change it according to the crowd, the audience. There's been some venues where people just want to eat their food and they just want some background music. So that's what I'll do.
A bit more mellow.
Yeah, they don't want someone up there like, come on, I want to dance with somebody, get up, So just let me eat my food. But then there's other venues that they've had a drink, they want to get up, they want to have a good night, I want to have a good time, where their feet are hurting, shoes are off. I do prefer them venues. With the crowd that are up and dancing, and they're just like, woo.
That's the best thing, isn't it? To actually be singing it and having everyone responding by getting up and dancing.
And they're enjoying what you're doing, yes. That's why I like performing on stage.
So do you now find yourself spending more time looking for new music to sing? Because obviously if you have people following you, you don't want to make the same night again and again. I know the venues change.
Yeah, but you've got the same people going.
Yeah, so obviously you have to refresh yourself all the time now.
You do.
Who do you aspire to? I mean, who are your favourite singers? I know there's probably lots, but at the moment, who are you sort of like listening to and really appreciating?
Amy Winehouse. Karen Carpenter. I love the Carpenters. I actually had a dream once that I could sing like Karen Carpenter. It was the best dream ever. I'm a massive fan of Elvis. And in my dream, I remember my dreams very well, by the way. In my dream, I could sing like Karen Carpenter, and I was about to go out on concert. I was quite nervous. I was anxious, which as a singer, as a performer, I think all performers feel the same. Right before a show, it's excitement, but also you're a bit like, what's the crowd going to be like? And I had those feelings in the dream. I was going to go out on concert, and Elvis came into my dressing room and gave me some words of wisdom. And that, for me, that was like, wow.
What about dream?
Dream.
You want to wake up from that?
I could sing like Karen Carpenter. But yeah, Lauryn Hill. I think she's incredibly talented. There's loads. I appreciate all different kinds of music.
And all genres of music, so it could be...
All genres, exactly.
A bit of soft rock, like you said, or a bit of pop, R&B.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of great talent out there as well now. Lots of rubbish as well in between. But, so I'm sure it's a lively... I mean, your personality is very lively, so I can imagine you on the stage, having fun with the crowd, them responding to you. So you've got good feedback. So now it's going to be... I mean, we're coming towards the end of a summer season now, but will you continue... I mean, what's in line? What's coming up?
To be honest, I've been offered a few... places for me to commit there, but I don't really want to commit to one place because I like moving about. I like, obviously different places, and but for winter I might just stay in one place because it's different in the summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's different in winter, so.
Well, you want to be everywhere in the summer, don't you? You want to be out and about, enjoying yourself and having fun.
And I've been very lucky with some of the venues to have amazing views while singing.
Yeah.
You've got the wind blowing like you're in a music video, and that's what it's all about for me. I want to be outside, everybody just having a really good time.
So you will continue in the winter as well, you think?
Definitely, yeah.
Do we have any location that you might be a resident at, or have you not committed yourself yet?
I haven't committed myself yet.
You haven't?
No.
So,
I've got a few options, but I'm not.
Right, so no one's grabbed you yet and convinced you. So you're looking at all the options that you've got.
Yes.
I know that you were mentioning this on the radio about the Fez.
Yes.
In Chotolko, and there's a special talent competition coming up. What's your involvement with that then?
It's a talent show. It's some of the artists are going to be competing against each other, and you pay £5, and the money we've decided it's going to go to charity.
Right.
Which we thought would be amazing. It just makes the night so much more better for everybody, and. The acts are going to be competing against each other. I'm going to be a special guest, so I'm not going to be competing, but I'm going to be in between with the entertainment.
So this is the public? Public can come along and enter the competition, talent?
But they have to let the organisers know beforehand.
Right.
Because then it'll be a karaoke.
And so you're a guest, you're not actually in the competition yourself?
No, I'm not competing, but I'm the entertainment in between, and I've got... a couple of duets as well.
Fantastic.
We've got some oldies, Arithmetics. Is it Arithmetics? Arithmetics. Which one is it? Arithmetics or arithmetics?
Eurythmics.
What is it? See, I don't know.
Eurythmics.
I don't know how it's spelled, but yeah, that one as well. We've got that. We've got a few numbers from Greece.
Oh.
So it's going to be a really good night.
Fantastic. So, do we know the date for this yet? Has it been confirmed?
9th of September
At the Fez.
at the Fez.
What time will it start?
I'm not sure.
Well, probably not
I'm
a whole day. There's going to be lots of competition. Lots of people going.
Probably 8 till
All right then.
about late, as they normally.
Well, I'm sure if they follow you, you'll give more information later on. And if you follow the Fez as well on Facebook or
It's
Instagram or anything.
recommended to get a booking early
Yeah,
because
get
it's got quite a bit of buzz already.
Yeah.
So if you want to guarantee yourself
Sounds like a fun
It's
event.
going to be a really good event because it's so many acts that have come together. It's it's going to be like a showcase of everybody just doing different songs, different versions.
Why not get everyone
It's gonna be
together,
a
have
good
a bit of fun?
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant, and all good for a good cause. Do we know the charity?
Not yet. Not yet.
All right, but I'm sure it'll be given out near the time.
Yeah.
So that's the 9th.
9th of September.
Right. Okay then. A date for the diary.
Yes.
So busy at the moment, even though you're a full-time mum.
Yeah.
You've got time to do all this singing and acting in between and doing your own videos. Are you happy with life at the moment?
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Very,
touch wood.
very content. I'm doing what I enjoy. I'm lucky to be doing what what I enjoy doing. No, I'm very, very happy.
Okay, the ultimate question, singing or acting, which one? Which one is more important to you at the moment?
Which one's more important?
Or which one would you like to be really, really famous in? If you had the chance, if someone said to you, we want to discover you, would it be for your acting skills or for your singing skills?
Singing. Probably singing.
Maybe you could be cast in a musical.
Ah, see, I didn't think of
Combine
that.
both.
That
What
would
do
be
you think?
brilliant. You could sing and act. Amazing. But I don't know about the dancing. I'm a good dancer, but when it comes to certain moves, no.
Speaking of Greece, actually saying that, I was reading recently, because Greece has its 40th anniversary next year. In 2018, there'll be 40 years of Greece. And there was one of the girls in the film, she was one of the Pink Ladies.
Which one?
Not Rizzo,
Frenchie.
not Jan, not Frenchie, the other one. The one who gets tried to who's with the guy in the dance thing. Oh, not Marty. Is her name Marty? Anyway, the girl.
The one that sang brush it, get your teeth a brush.
Yeah, not her. The other one. Anyway,
Which
there's
other
another girl.
one?
She's a bit more, she's not really a big. Apparently, the actress in the film.
Yeah.
Couldn't dance. So actually, in the film, she's always in the dance numbers. She's actually sitting
back?
or standing.
Oh, really?
Yes. So if you're not a dancer, there's always chance for Pink to be in a musical but not dancing. But yeah, I forgot her name now. But anyway, one of the Pink Ladies in that
Okay.
one. So maybe if they do a 40th anniversary spectacular film,
Yeah.
then you can be cast in that film.
There you
go. But yes, I would like to see you in a musical. That will be combining all your talents together.
For secondary school, I was in a few musicals and we did Little Shop of Horrors, and I was the dentist, and I absolutely loved doing it.
That was a great
I loved
film.
being the bad guy, and I got to sing doing it as well, acting.
But you die in the film.
Yeah, but
was
that's
Steve
the
Martin,
thing.
wasn't it, in the
Yeah,
film?
it was Steve Martin. The plant got fed to the plant, but it was funny, the role, the character. He was a bit of a meanie, he was a baddie, and got to sing, and no, I loved it. And I got to play a guy as
Yeah.
well. And when you're doing acting, I think you should be taken out of your
That's quite a
comfort zone
difficult
anyway.
step, for a guy like you to become a guy.
Nobody questioned it though. Everyone was just like, okay.
But I have to say that you are a great sport for coming in today to the radio and television and for sharing your talent with us. And I hope that all the gigs that you get go well. You're probably going to
Thank
get
you.
more and more bookings as time goes by, because the more people hear about you, the more
Yeah.
they're going to want to hire you or come and see you. So I'm sure you'll get lots of fans. And can we have one more song before we say goodbye?
Yes.
And I think are we doing Sweet Child of Mine?
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
So a bit of soft rock, something a bit of a different
Thought I'd do a
style.
little bit of a mix.
Bit of a mix. So we're going to say goodbye right after the final track from Pinks.
Okay. She's got a smile and it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place, and if I stare too long, I'll probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. She's got eyes of the bluest skies, as if they thought of rain. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where as a child I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. This is the song where I wish I could play the piano.
That one was the guitar, this one was the piano.
the piano.
You have to learn.
Where do we go now? Where do we go now? Where do we go, sweet child of mine? Where do we go? Where do we go now? Where do we go, sweet love of mine? Sweet child of mine. There we go.
Fantastic. Well, I have to say that, you know, I can't get enough of your voice. And
you.
I had to come down one day and see you live, because I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic day out or evening out whenever you're
Definitely.
performing. It's going to be great to hear you. Like I said, I wish you all the best for your future plans.
Thank you.
At the gigs. How do we follow you online, social media? You're on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
Under
Pink's Gul.
Pink's Gul.
Yeah,
so if you write
Pink's
Pink's Gul,
Gul.
that's your page where you, and you do you share where you'll be?
I've got all my events on there, the venues, little snippets of, you know, the performance,
Yeah.
and my funny videos as
Yes,
well.
we can watch that.
So you can see that there.
Are you on Instagram? Or?
I'm on Instagram, same name, Pink's Gul.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm also on Snapchat, Pink's Gul. But yeah, I'm most active on Facebook, so you can do bookings.
Yes, well, I know that you've got thousands of followers. Any video that you put up, I'm sure will get thousands of hits. But you know, you really are great. Good luck,
Thank
like I
you.
said, with everything that you do in the future. Let us know
Thank
how things
you.
go. If you're in a film or if you're doing another
I will let you know, you'll be informed.
major thing, let us know, definitely. And my love to the family.
Yep.
Kiss your two lovely twin boys for us.
I will do.
I'm sure we'll probably see each other at school picking up the kids.
Yeah, we will do.
In the near future. And, you know, have great fun whatever you're doing, because, you know, you're doing a great job, and, you know, talent should be shared out there. And
Thank you.
And I
I
hope that you
appreciate that. Thank
enjoyed your
you.
time here as well. Thanks for sharing your
Thank
music.
you for having me.
You're more than
Thank
welcome.
you.
Hopefully, again, back in the studio soon. In a few.
Yeah, I'll be here soon.
Make
Knocking
a
on the door, Jan.
Yeah, come back and make sure it's not too much of a gap. It's been years since we last
know,
had you
it
here.
has.
So
It
make sure
has.
that you're back here sooner than
I will do.
before.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Pinks.
Thank you.
And with that, we've come to the end of another edition of Cup of Conversation with Pinks. Pemba Gul was our guest on the programme today. Make sure you see her. Don't miss any live performance from this lovely lady. Until next time we meet on this programme, take care, go well, have a great week. Bye-bye.